For 4 generations, grown to become the nation's largest family-owned dairy farm with your confidence. At the turn of the century, when prominent winter season hotels were clustered along the St. Johns River and the springs at Green Cove, Mama and Papa Gus were depended on by early Florida tourists for pure, rich milk and cream, a beginning of their small family dairy farm. The Gustafson Farm, founded in 1908, and a family dairy farm still.
In the air at Spring Fashions.
Get fitted for spring with a fresh collection of Mrs. New casual wear direct from our factory. Plus, save 30% on new DK Gold applique tops in vivid brights and soft pastels. And save even more. Join Frane's new Super Saver Discount Club and save an extra 10% all year long on all your fashion needs.
Spring Fashions,
where your fashion dollar buys more.
I'd like to show you an all-natural lawn care product, Thatch Master. With spring application, Thatch Master reduces excess thatch without power dethatching machines or old-fashioned raking. It uses a natural protein enzyme to gradually break down excess thatch so water and nutrients are more easily absorbed into the soil. Get your lawn ready for summer now with Thatch Master. It makes a tough job easier, naturally.
The Thatch Master is available at Kmart, Frank's, participating Ace, and True Value. Get yours today.
Howard Sparrow's been very correct, very accurate with his prediction of when the rain's going to come today. I mean, just ever since this morning, you've had it nailed.
So all you have to do is listen, right?
That's right. Late afternoon, about 3:30, 4 o'clock, rain should be moving in. So if you're going to be out and about after that time, need the umbrella, need the raincoat. I've also got a time switch, the time when I leave and Paul Delgado gets here. So this afternoon, it's his problem. Seriously, though, you got to watch Paul later on this afternoon. He'll keep you up to date on whether any of this weather does get severe. Look at the radar, and you can see that we do have quite a bit of yellows and greens and reds in there. So there are some heavy thunderstorms moving east at about 25 miles an hour. Our forecast calls for just that. Late thunderstorms, some of them locally heavy.
Thanks, Howard.
Homeless people are oftentimes down on their luck, but one man in Boston doesn't look down on them. Instead, he relates to them and helps them with their taxes. This is George Schiavone. He's a tax consultant for the homeless, but he's not some high-paid executive in a three-piece suit. He's homeless himself.
Then there was a foreclosure of the house, and on top of that, a couple of people defaulted on debts, and family ran the other way. So there was a conjunction of basically life-shattering things, and homelessness resulted.
He's well known throughout the homeless community there. His office is on a park bench in the Boston Common or any other convenient place he can find, and he charges less than $10 for tax returns.
Wonder why homeless people would have to file taxes.
Yeah, you would.
Everybody does, sooner or later.
That's our Thursday Noon News. Thanks for joining us.
Kathy Fountain's next with Eye on Tampa Bay.
I hear you're looking for a new car. That's nice, but have you considered an Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme Special Edition? It's got 4 doors, a hot V6, and a 4-speed automatic like the Maxima GXE, but costs about $5,000 less. But hey, what's $5,000 these days? It's your money.
Demand better at your Good Old Guys dealers.
The Carlsons have always loved Tree Dent. They love how it won't stick to their dental work. But since they've discovered our new Winter Fresh flavor, things have cooled off considerably. That is, at least as far as their breath is concerned. Because after all, when your mouth feels cooler, your breath feels fresher. So try new Winter Fresh Free Dent, a cooler flavor for fresher breath.
At the Clinique of Plastic Surgery, we specialize in helping you look and feel your best.
I'm Dr. Christian Dressen. For the past 4 years, I've been mainly interested in new procedure to reverse facial aging. At the clinic, we have developed a new technique called the refresher lift. Instead of a long incision of a standard facelift, our refresher lift will provide you with an effective cheek and neck support and minimal scarring.
Accept your invitation to excellence at the Clinique of Plastic Surgery with locations in St. Petersburg and near Clearwater.
TVT 13 salutes the Bay Area chapters of the American Red Cross.
It all started 5 years ago here on the Tampa Bay radio scene. It started with the jokes. It started with the jabs. It started with the jarring insults that flew fast and furiously. They picked on everybody and anybody, and they reveled in it. No one, it seemed, was safe. They ridiculed politicians, homosexuals, feminists, the elderly, even Catholic nuns, and all before 10 in the morning. They are the bad boys of radio, Ron Diaz and Ron Bennington, better known as Ron and Ron. For the last 3 years, they have ruled Tampa Bay morning radio, but last month, at the very peak of their popularity, they rode their last airwave and mysteriously disappeared. Rumors crashed, speculation abounded. What really happened? What is the real story? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try to find out today as we welcome the bad boys of radio, Ron and Ron. Your last show is the morning of March 12th, is that right?
Afternoon of March 12th.
Whoa.
Yeah. What kind of introduction was that?
What do you mean, what kind of an introduction was that?
Homosexuals, the elderly. We don't do that stuff.
Just the elderly. We didn't ridicule the elderly.
What an attack.
What a crowd to say this in front of, too. They ridicule the elderly. I see like 60 people go, hey, hey.
Where are the Arcadians?
Anybody here from Arcadia? There were some people from Arcadia who called for tickets. No,
the Arcadians are there. The Branch Davidians are over there.
Now you did do some insulting. Now.
Never Catholic nuns.
And nuns. We never.
Didn't you have Catholic
game
Jeopardy?
Show, Catholic Jeopardy. It's not ridiculing at all. We're both Catholic. It's actually learning.
It's a praise.
It is.
It's a praise. We praise people.
Come on, we're just.
And now we're fired.
We're just. Okay, what happened? Why were you fired?
Because we're black. And there's a... It's difficult being black in America today. And Ronnie and I are here to prove this.
Were you really fired, or was it that your contract was not renewed?
We worked without a contract for 3 or 4 months. And we were negotiating another deal while we were negotiating a deal with YNF, and we chose the one we're with now, Paxson Broadcasting. Thanks to our agent, Ross Reback.
Yeah, nice answer, Ross. How'd that happen?
Okay, we wanted you to guys to come on and set the record straight because you know what everybody said when you didn't show up. First of all, they thought it was a publicity stunt because it happened around April Fool's Day. They thought you were going to make a joke out of it and then come back on the air. That's not the case. You're really gone from 95 YNF.
There was no April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
There wasn't a
publicity
stunt.
Well, there was one, that little letter that was sent to our house.
Oh, yeah, that's how we found out we
You
weren't
no
working
longer
anymore.
work here.
Courier letter to our house. It's personal that way. It's a nice touch.
But here's what everybody said.
Yeah.
They got too big for their britches. They wanted too much money.
No, it wasn't about money at all. It was about expanding our network, about doing affiliate stations. And that's what we wanted to do and stay with YNF. But their philosophy was the one thing that was important was that radio station, not our network. So that's where we didn't agree.
But it wasn't about money. We agreed on money a long time ago.
We made a deal in December. We all shook hands in December and made a deal.
We were making, I don't want to brag, we were making $300 a week.
That's take home. That's take home.
That's between the both of us, so we split that.
Kathy, the audience wants to know what kind of jack you're pulling down, right?
Seriously, how much? How much you getting for
$250
that
a week. I don't make as
thing?
much as you guys. Come on, give me a break. So you wanted to syndicate, and in the end, the station and CBS, which owns the station, said no deal. Is that right? Is that what you're saying?
I think the station wanted to do it. I don't think CBS wanted to do it.
Well, the deal that we agreed on in December when we came back from the Christmas holidays was no longer the same deal. Things changed.
So what if CBS just decided maybe they couldn't make any money if they syndicated you guys?
No,
Is that
they
their
didn't make
prerogative?
money. Other people want to make money off this deal, so I don't think it's a situation of money, just commitment.
Let's take a phone call. CZ in Tampa, go ahead.
Yourself as the Howard Stern of Florida?
What's that?
Could you repeat that, please?
Do you guys sort of think of yourselves as the Howard Stern of Florida?
No, I think of him as the Ron and Ron of New York. You know,
This business is changing so much. There's syndicated shows everywhere, and to be now doing this and to have a year behind us where we had syndication in Orlando and it worked so well, I mean, we're right at the right place at the right time.
And see, the situation is that why we wanted to do this ourselves is so that we could stay in Florida, because most of the large corporations that we talked to about syndicating our show wanted to put us in New York or Chicago, and I really feel like if you live in there, you should be trying to live in Florida. If you're in Florida, you should be not thinking, oh, maybe I could move to New York and live up there in crime and disgust and everything else. So we want to stay in Florida. We want to promote, actually, the Tampa Bay area. This is actually where we want to base. We're going to be on everywhere in...
Our new network... Our new network, we broadcast out of Pinellas County and into the rest of Florida and actually outside of Florida. So to be able to do it from where we live and not have to move, it's perfect.
So you've sold your show in 3 cities here in Florida.
Right.
Yeah.
They are?
They are Miami, Orlando, and Jacksonville, and Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
We decided that this morning.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and we want to come back and hear more about the syndication deal. We have the entire Ron and Ron crew here. You guys stand up. They're all going to be here. We're going to introduce them when we come back. Stay with us.
Scan Design. Contemporary furniture for 22 years. Extraordinary style. Classic elegance. Innovative design. Unsurpassed comfort. Scan Design. In Tampa and Palm Harbor.
Spring is here. Time to throw out the old sofa and love seat. Come see our spring specials, only at Scan Design.
For a free, helpful, and informative brochure on killing roaches, ants, or fleas, just call 1-800-922-BUGS. You'll even get some money-saving Raid coupons.
Raid!
When you're being bugged, get some free help. Call 1-800-922-BUGS.
A message about disability benefits from Barkin and Neff Law Offices. Social Security may pay benefits if a physical condition or a mental condition stops you from working at least a year. It even pays to children. But pursuing your rights alone can be hard. From application through appeals, you may be represented by an attorney. Call Barkin and Neff, 258-8821 or 1-800-284-LAWS.
They ate the same things, got the same heartburn, but his antacid is very different. His Tums has calcium. Most antacids don't. Original Rolaids uses an aluminum salt. These two use aluminum and magnesium. Of all these, only Tums helps wipe out heartburn and gives you calcium you need every day.
Something my body needs anyway. I like that.
For heartburn plus gas, Tums makes an anti-gas antacid too.
These women never met before, but they tell Inside Edition how they share an intimate secret.
My name's Catherine Ferrier, and I'm number 1.
My name's Kelly Perry, and I'm number 3.
My name's Teresa Perry, and I'm number 6.
They were married to the same man at the same time. Now, Jim Perry's wives talk about their painful discovery.
It's unbelievable that something like this could happen.
Inside Edition investigates how too many I do's became Jim Perry's undoing.
Tonight at 7 on TVT 13.
All right. Hey, guys, we just want to wish y'all a lot of luck going on out of town now, because we're pumped up to take over, kind of like you guys were 3 years ago, you know, when the zoo blew up.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
blew down with an attitude, babe.
That's right. You guys have been working hard, man. You really deserve that chance in the big hot seat, and you took it. You did well with it. And Bill and I have been working hard, babe. You know, look at this.
You were good while you lasted.
Oh, look at the babes.
I want to find out, hey, how come we don't got a bunch of babes here?
Well, we can't afford them yet, but if we get those ratings up with you guys gone now, we're going to be able to get pumped up. We'll get a half dozen or more of these babes.
I tell you what,
Little video greeting from Mason Dixon and Bill Connolly of Mix 96. You know, let me ask you something. I mean, Mason Dixon used to be part of what was a very powerful morning show, the Q Morning Zoo.
He was the afternoon guy.
But, I mean, he was part of Q105. I mean, that station ruled the market, and then the morning show was obviously the dominant one. There was a magic there that happened, and when it was dismantled and moved, it never was recaptured. Is there a danger that could happen to you?
Well, the magic that you're talking about was disassembled by us. The Q Morning Zoo was dominant, and then we started our show, and the domination in the morning for Q105 ended.
So, but my question is, can you take it someplace else and do it and make it work like
we did it in Orlando. It already worked in Orlando. It's going to work now in Miami, Jacksonville, and Orlando at another station, and in Savannah. It'll work.
And I think it's worse to actually hang around and keep doing the same thing over and over and over. So we wanted a new challenge.
It's a danger of going stale.
Mason is so excited about us leaving. He stopped by and saw us the other day. Everybody's trying to get our audience now. The only people who don't love us are the people that we used to work for. Everybody else adores us.
General manager of 95 YNF, who did not want to be on the program or give an interview, said he just merely wanted to say that your parting was amicable and there was no animosity. Is that the way you guys feel about it?
We still have a lot of friends over there.
Right.
And there's no hate or bad feelings. It's over.
He's our pal, and I'm sure if he could have, if he would have been able to do what he wanted to do, we'd still be
It
on the
wasn't,
air.
I don't think it was his decision in the end. I think it came from corporate CBS.
All we want to do is also, what's important is to get back on in Tampa just as soon as possible.
But you can't do that for a year because you have a one-year non-compete?
Well,
I don't know. See, when I signed the contract, I was really drunk.
It's called duress.
I have no idea, and I'm dyslexic, so I don't know what it says.
But it could be as long as a year before your fans get to hear you again on the radio in this market.
It could be, but it could be a lot earlier. That's what lawyers are for.
And you're taking your crew with you. They're all here on the front run from me. Fez Whatley, go ahead and stand up, darling, and introduce the rest of them.
How are you doing?
I'm just great.
Kathy, I have to ask you while I'm here. How do you say so slim?
Well, I just chase after you, Fez.
Is it the booze? Is it the liquor? That's what we hear. Let me introduce everyone.
Okay, everybody stand up.
This is our king of parody, our game show quizmaster, Fast Daddy. Our stuntman extraordinaire, Flipper. And this man's name speaks for itself. This is Billy the Phone Freak.
How do you feel, Fez, about the new venture going out with Ron and Ron and the syndication? How do you feel about that?
I didn't know we were gone until today. Usually they just leave a trail of Chips Ahoy outside my door, and I just follow wherever they need me. No, I think it's good because I think finally I'll get that breast job I've been asking for in the new contract. But Kathy, trust me, would you not follow these two gentlemen to the ends of the earth? Would you not?
But Fez, you're letting your fans down. They're going to miss you for maybe even a whole year off the air. Are you going to miss anybody out there? Do you have anything to say to your fans?
Sure, there's one in particular. His name is Scully. He's a sailor. I wish he'd called me. The test came back. I will miss Scully.
Well, I think your fans are going to miss you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kathy.
I think so, too. Who had a question back here? Go ahead. Stand up.
I just wanted to know what your wives think about you having, like, strip dancers and stuff on air with you.
Two of my wives hate the idea.
I don't know which
the
one
other
you married.
four love it.
They just pick up the checks and go, that's really funny.
Ron, would you mind if I asked your wife?
Huh?
Would you mind if I asked your wife?
Oh, I guess I wouldn't.
All right. Ron Diaz's wife is here. Mrs. Diaz, how do you feel about all this stuff when they have
She
strippers
loves
on?
it, don't you, honey?
They have things like lesbian dream dates. I mean, this is offensive to some people. Probably, not to everybody, but to some people are very offended by this. We could poke fun at you. You poke fun at us all the time, right? Okay, go ahead.
It's just all done in fun and entertainment. I think it doesn't really bother me.
Woo! All right, babe.
And he can come to me.
Strippers in the same room with your husband does not bother you?
No.
You had to think about it.
No, he, like I said, it's all entertainment.
And plus, she doesn't know half of it, so it's fine. It's perfect.
Kathy, I can honestly say that it is entertainment. I worked with these men for 5 years, and they have not laid a hand on me.
Heidi in Tampa's on the phone. Go ahead. Thanks. Go ahead, Heidi.
Hi, Ron and Ron.
Hi, Heidi.
I started listening to your show probably about 5 years ago. It all came off in innocence. I thought it was always innocent up until a few years ago. I listened to you. I got sick and tired of listening to you because of the fact that all you did was exploit women.
Well, that's because it's not very sexual to exploit men.
Heidi, get off the phone. Thank you for your call. Goodbye, Heidi. We're going to preempt you now.
We tried to exploit men and nobody wanted to listen.
Does it sell when you exploit women?
No one exploits women.
We don't exploit women, and our show sells. Look at the rates. Look at the advertising. It works.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with Ron and Ron. More to come.
You've heard about testimonials. Well, this one's real. I'm single and I need money to pay my bills. My bank wouldn't touch me. They said I was late for a few monthly payments. But Metropolitan Mortgage said it's the equity in my home that counts, not my credit or income.
Taxes, college tuition, and then funeral expenses. I needed money, but not from those high-interest credit cards. Metropolitan made us a home equity loan and saved us a lot of money.
I work part-time and collect Social Security. But when I needed $10,000, the banks turned me down, and I think I know why. Well, Metropolitan said my age didn't matter, and they gave me a choice of a new first or a second mortgage, and I got money.
These are why I needed money. And that's why I got a home equity loan from Metropolitan Mortgage to pay off these high-interest credit cards and cut my monthly payments in half.
Metropolitan is standing by right now. For a no-obligation inspection of your home, in Tampa, dial 282-3000. Anywhere else, 1-800-EASY-YES.
I was shopping at Publix when I saw this new grease-releasing Tide. I figured it was worth a try. I had this really tough hamburger stain on my new blouse. There was grease all over. My friend Jan felt terrible.
When it comes to tough grease like this hamburger stain, nothing beats the power of new Tide with grease releasers. Now at a great price at Publix.
The grease was gone. I told Jan this new Tide got it out. That didn't surprise her, but the great price did.
Try new Tide with grease releasers now at Publix.
We're often asked, how can we offer such low prices and fast service on our custom-made dentures? It's no secret. Each dental office has its own on-site lab, so we can offer our products at prices that fit your budget. Plus, an on-site lab means quicker service, some that same day. So if you're looking for an answer to your dental needs, just call 1-800-4-OUR-SMILE. Denture Care. Great people, great prices.
From 93.3 FM, The Power Pig, I'm Ron.
And I'm more Ron. That's M-O-R-E, not like what you might think, stupid or ignorant. It's like additional Ron. You know, one Ron.
Extra cheesy
Two
Ron.
Rons.
We are so appreciative of 95 YNF for forcing those guys off the air. Now we have a shot at actually having some listeners. And as a matter of fact, when the Arbitron Diaries came out, we wrote down we listened to Ron and Ron. And that man...
Ronnie, you're not supposed to tell them that. Oh. See ya.
Oh, we ain't got that down.
Try it again, one more time.
See ya.
Tim and Tom of the Power Pig.
Keep working on it. Keep working on it.
They're all dividing up our audience. You got God bless them
Yeah.
all. Here's all I say to the folks that it's like if you go into the Army, you say your girlfriend, you can date other people, but don't sleep with them. We're going to be back. We're coming back.
Barbara in Lakeland, go ahead.
Hi, Ron and Ron.
Yeah.
Hi, Barbara.
Because you're affiliated with Paxton Broadcasting, because of 102.5, are you eventually going to be with them? And if so, are they going to change their format?
No, Paxton Broadcasting is the stations that we are on in Miami, Jacksonville, and Orlando, but 102.5 is not where we're going to be on.
Bud Paxton is known to be a relatively religious gentleman.
As we
was
are. We're religious, too.
Was this
are
a
you
hard...
also kicking us out of the church? Is that part of your thing, too?
I'm saying, was this a hard sell to him to be affiliated with somebody who has a show like yours, which does poke fun at people, and, you know, no offense by that.
It's a perfect match, and you'll see.
What sort of routines are you going to do? I mean, what's your show going to be like?
It's going to be the same show. It's just going to be on in more markets.
A lot of your humor was so local. In Miami, in Orlando, and Jacksonville.
Speaking of Miami, Flipper, our stuntman, has his first appearance in Miami next week. He's going to dress as a German tourist and try to make it through Miami, speaking only German.
My question is, how are you going to make what worked about your program was the local humor. I mean, Joe Rudner was the perfect foil for you guys.
We talk
people
about
in Miami don't know him.
You know, we talk about whatever the audience wants to talk about, but, you know, Kath, enough of this talk. Let's let the puppies breathe. Come on, what do you say? Come on! Take them out! Take them out!
Well, when I heard that you was off the air, I turned my station to another one. But I still miss you guys.
Thanks.
The question here is, how long you figure you're going to be on the air?
On the air?
Be on the air?
On the air. Once you come back.
Forever, hopefully,
yeah.
until we die.
Hopefully we
Until we
die.
die.
All right,
We're doing
sounds
it
good.
70 years old.
In a lung.
So they were gone. What did you think when they were gone?
A lot of things went through my mind, but it's like Howard Stern in New York. You go wrong, they shut you off.
Yeah.
And then Howard Stern comes right back. Now he's on TV. And I still watch him once in a while, but he gets out of hand.
Yeah.
You guys, low-key, but you keep it in there in
Thanks.
good taste.
And does your parole officer know that you're here today?
No, my parole officer is working at this time.
Oh, my God.
Do you guys want to comment on any of the rumors that Howard Stern may come to this area? Or
We
could he...
really want to compete against them. That's one of the things why we wanted to syndicate, is just to not be sitting in one place, you know, but to be able to go out and have a major show to compete with him. So competing with him would be the best thing that could happen to our careers right now. Like if you had the chance to compete against Oprah or something, you wouldn't worry about that. You'd just try to do the best show that you could.
Correct you are. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
For 70 years, the communist leaders tried to bury the Christian church in Russia. Now, Billy Graham takes the message of hope to this country trying to find its way. How their paths crossed and what happened is a fascinating story, and one that you can see unfold on the next Billy Graham television special.
Tonight at 8 on TVT 13. The most unique car and truck sale in area history. Buy new Maher Camaros, Cavaliers, Luminas for $93 down and $93 per month. Consumer response has been overwhelming. Buy new Maher Trackers, Storms, Metros, $93 down, $93 per month. New Maher pickups, vans, Blazers, $93 down and $93 per month. Every new car and truck on our 17 acres can be purchased for $93 down and $93 per month. Maher's graduated payment plan makes every car and truck truly affordable. Hurry to Maher Chevrolet, US 19 North in St. Petersburg. Maher Chevrolet, $93 down, $93 per month. Limousine service for guests of Ion Tampa Bay provided by Fancy Nancy's Limousines, Tampa Bay's first-class limousine service.
Regaining the use of muscles can be a long, difficult process, especially if you're 84 years old and have no family. But fortunately for people like Miss Sue, home health care is supported through Food Lion's Shop and Care program with the Easter Seal Society.
Good, now pull them back in and down.
For Miss Sue, this means therapy so she can once again take care of herself. And for Food Lion people, it means a chance to share.
Pure, sweet, Gustafson Farm homogenized milk is the reason Mama Gus's Real Milk chocolate milk is so invigorating, gives you feel-good, lasting energy. Because we take fresh, rich, Gustafson Farm homogenized milk, blend in finer quality chocolate to make Mama Gus's Real Milk chocolate milk. Real milk wholesome, Gustafson Farm delicious.
We've got a little announcement to make. Goodbye to Ron and Ron, bid you adieu. The R girls really want to replace you.
The thing is, you know, 95 YNF now stands for Why Not Females.
That's right, in the year of the woman, we need more two-girl comedy acts on the radio.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love, as well, all people do, we love the Ron and Ron show. We loved it for years, but now it's over.
It's over.
Let's move along.
Let's move along. And you...
Is that the first time you had transvestites on your show?
No,
Nice
Fez.
touch.
Fez was the first transvestite.
Those are the R Girls, and they have their own cable access show, and they sent us a fax that said they were trying to negotiate with YNF to take your jobs. We called YNF. They said, no comment. So you want to ask a question? Go ahead.
Yes. We happen to be very big fans of the Yarb Girls, my sister and I. And we were wondering, how you got these fabulous jobs that they want so desperately.
We lucked out, babe, and I don't think you're going to be as lucky. I don't think
It's more of a talent thing.
I'm sorry?
It's more of a talent thing.
A talent
You have to have some talent.
Thank you.
Yes,
Like
yes,
if
you're
everybody
welcome.
would turn the channel right now over to Channel 8 and see Jack Harris, and you'll see somebody with some lasting, you know, it's going to be on the air for a while.
I love Jack and all my
I know,
best to
I know,
him.
but all I'm saying is we came on to do your show, and, you know.
Well, we appreciate it. We wanted to hear what really happened because speculation has been running rampant, and you know we wanted to give you a chance to say, here's what happened, here's where we're going to be, and here's where you can hear us. And the radio stations are
in Miami, it's Zeta 4. In Jacksonville, it's A1A. In Orlando, it's 101.1.
Okay. Lori in Palm Harbor, go ahead.
I just wanted to let you guys know that I miss you a lot. I always listen to the show
Wait a
every
minute, how
morning.
did she get through, Kath?
Thought you stacked the calls.
How did she get through the phone line?
It was tough. But I wanted to let you know that I listened every morning because you guys had a great show. And even if it does take a year before you get back, me and I know a lot of other people will be more than willing to go back to listening to you. Can't wait till you're back.
Thanks a lot, Lori.
Appreciate that.
I'd just like to know if you're going to stick to rock and roll stations. Are they all going to be rock and roll stations?
Yeah, they are.
They don't necessarily have to be, but right now they all are. Yeah.
Do you not feel like you've had a chance to say what you wanted to say on the program? Do you not feel like that you've had a chance to say, here's what happened, here's where we're going?
No, this is fine. This was wonderful. This actually summed up everything perfectly for us.
And the crowd?
Yeah.
Lynette's on the line for you. Let's take another call. Go ahead.
Hi, Ron and Ron. I
Hi.
really love you guys.
Thanks.
Even though you've attacked me over the airwaves, I miss you very much. And I hope to be hearing from y'all soon. Again.
We'll be on in less than a year. Here.
Do you know where you'll be on here?
No. But it'll be here.
All right. Go ahead.
Hi, Ron. Ron, I just want to say you're number one, and I want to thank you on behalf of like people who called in, like a girl that called in not too long ago who was threatening to kill herself, and y'all pulled her out of it, and I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. But see, Kathy doesn't want to hear about that today.
That's right. A lot of people don't.
A
lot of people don't know.
Yes, I do want to hear about that. I want to wish you guys.
We were going to hook up with today.
I want to wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope you're back in less than a year, and I wish you all the luck in the world on the airwaves, okay?
Thank you.
My congratulations to you.
There's ordinary fluoride toothpaste. And now there's Checkup Liquid Fluoride toothpaste. Both help fight cavities and plaque. Both taste good. Clean your teeth and mouth. But Checkup Liquid dissolves faster. Gives a liquid fluoride treatment while you brush. Checkup Liquid is neater, quicker, and easier to use. And you don't waste a drop. Try Checkup Liquid Fluoride toothpaste. A neater, easier way to brush your teeth.
Presenting bath tissue for beginners. Kids Prints from Angel Soft.
Got a big mess? Get the Big Roll. Sparkle Big Roll. With 50% more sheets than before. And new Sparkle 2-color prints look good just hanging around.
Pools, pools, pools. Thousands of pools all on sale now at Recreational Factory Warehouse. Round pools, oval pools, big pools, small pools. Our biggest pool sale ever, and prices have never been lower. Complete swimming pool packages featuring 4-foot deep pool, deluxe filter, pump, accessories, chemicals, ladder, even chlorine. Everything you need, just $4.99. Giant oval packages, $9.99. 18-foot, just $6.99. Buy now with no money down and payments as low as $30 a month. So if you're going to buy a pool, what are you waiting for? Over 1,000 pools on sale now at the lowest prices ever, only at Recreational Factory Warehouse.
This is a current view from Sky Tower Radar, Tampa Bay's most powerful Doppler radar.
Tracy, honey, I don't know what went on between you and Brad just now, but I certainly hope you told him you don't know what got into you in the courtroom, that you want to forget about the 30 days and get on with your damn divorce.
Jack, don't be ridiculous. I told him that we would take 30 days, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
And Trace, if there is any doubt at all, you're absolutely right to take the time. But I must say I'm surprised that Brad even asked for it.
Daddy, no one's more surprised than I.
But, honey, that is a very good sign. Because obviously he's having serious second thoughts about this divorce.
Obviously he's having serious second thoughts about losing the gravy train.
Jack, stop it. Brad has become a wealthy man. He's not dependent on the Abbott family anymore, not in any way. This is not about power or money.
Now, your sister is right. Now, I have no doubt that Brad's doing a great deal of soul-searching right now. He's a man that's not sure he wants to give up this family, this marriage. But my concern, sweetheart, is not Bradley, it's you. Now, what are your feelings? What do you want to do?
Dad, about 1,000 things are going around in my mind right now. That's why I asked you three over here. I thought you could help me sort things out.
Sweetheart, this is your decision, and yours alone. You're going to have to ask how much more you're willing to invest in this marriage.
Well, come on, Dad. She's already invested years of her life in this. This isn't the first go-around. This is number 2.
Jack, our sister is well aware of your point of view. I think she would like to hear what Dad has to say.
Thank you, Ashley.
Trace, you know, a marriage is a terribly sacred and significant thing, particularly when there are children involved. Now, if I didn't believe that you still had feelings for Brad, that would be one thing. But even after you've gotten involved with this other man in New York, a man who has feelings for you, you still have made no marriage plans. You're still not clear what the future holds for you and Steve. And frankly, I have to wonder if that's not because of the feelings you have for Brad.
You are unpredictable.
Keeps life interesting, doesn't it?
In some cases.
What about my case?
What can I say? There's no accounting for taste.
Lauren, come on. This is really no time for you to be tactful.
Was I being tactful?
Not particularly.
I just don't understand you sometimes.
Obviously, you're referring to Tracy.
Why would you get yourself tied up with that woman again? She is dull, dull, dull.
Lauren, in spite of your totally unbiased opinion here, I'm hoping Tracy and I can give this another shot.
May I say something?
Go ahead.
This proposed reconciliation isn't about you and Tracy. It's about you and your daughter.
I will admit that Colleen has a lot to do with my decision, yes.
If not everything to do with it.
Well, aren't you sure of yourself?
Remember who you're talking to. There was a time when you weren't all that broken up about losing Tracy when we were...
Mm-hmm.
You know what we were doing.
You know, Lauren, our situations really aren't all that dissimilar.
How's that?
Well, because of a baby. It wasn't all that long ago that you were going to marry someone that really didn't hold much of an attraction for you.
Things have changed.
Yeah, but you didn't know that at the time. You were willing to take your chances to get custody of your son. And the fact is, that's the only reason you remarried the good doctor.
So in other words, you're asking me to be a little bit more understanding.
It wouldn't kill you, would it? Look, I'm not saying that my sole motivation is Colleen. I'm just pointing out the fact that our situations are somewhat parallel.
Except for one thing.
What?
Reconciling with Tracy makes your sacrifice far greater than mine.
Ryan, my secretary said you were waiting. Did I forget an appointment?